In this lesson, I will teach you how to do a peer review. Now right here you see a paper, and so when you do a peer review, what I want you to do is you open the student's paper, and then the first thing you do is to notice, does this student have a thesis statement? Okay. Is the thesis statement the last sentence of the first paragraph? So in this case, this student has a thesis statement. Randy was an optimistic, inspirational, and generous man who had used some of his precious time he had left to truly educate others to live fully and without regret, which is truly heroic. All right. And then the next thing I want you to see is, does the thesis statement have matching body paragraphs? Did the student write matching body paragraphs to match his thesis statement? And now in this particular paper, the answer to that question is yes. And so Randy's optimism was evident to anyone that heard him speak. Randy was inspirational by nature. See, and that's also part of the original thesis statement. Okay? An entire generation rose up to listen to Randy's lessons. And so here you talk about how Randy lived his life without regret and spent the last part of his life educating others on how to truly live. And then in the end, does the conclusion paragraph fully summarize the entire essay? Does the conclusion paragraph give closure to the essay? So basically, you are going to be, and then you're going to look at the MLA formatting. Does this student have MLA formatting? Is the essay double-spaced? Does the student have a page heading? Does the student have a page header? This particular student is missing his page header. Did the student remember to indent 5 spaces for every paragraph? And last but not least, does the student have a works cited page? So in this case, this student does not have a works cited page. All right? And so I want you, when you do your peer review, I want you to do the following questions. Okay, does this student have a thesis statement? Do the supporting sentences support the thesis and match the thesis statement? Does the conclusion paragraph summarize the essay? Does the student have correct MLA formatting? Is the paper double-spaced? Are the paragraphs indented? Are there in-text citations in every paragraph? Is there a works cited page? Does the essay express one central idea? And so I want you to explore these five questions for your peer review. So these will be your peer review questions for this week. Now, why do I want you to do a peer review? Very simple. By looking over someone else's paper, and you improve your own writing skills by learning how to pick out where the thesis statement is, what are the supporting paragraphs, do the supporting paragraphs support or justify the main idea, does the student have matching paragraphs? And this is how I correct your paper. Every time I look at every student paper, I ask myself these same questions. And so in a way, I'm making you the professor of the class as you look over two students' papers. You peer review the paper and help improve that student's writing skills and paper. This concludes my statement video on how to do a peer review.